Hello, hello, I'm the official name reader. My job's to keep control of my mouse while I scroll through the first page of Google, review the nicknames provided by the internet, and then give my recommendations at the end. Today we're looking at Shinx, Luxio, and Luxray. Oh, and the spreadsheet's empty. You'd think a Pokemon this popular and weeb obsessed would have plenty of suggestions, but we're off to a great start. I'm gonna acknowledge no Luxray just because if I don't, someone else might do it. I saw it. I'll acknowledge it for being clever. Kind of same wavelength as like Swagmar, but I don't know. I'll acknowledge kilowatt as a unit of measurement of electricity, but also just kind of like a play on words on killer as well. So that's kind of clever. I don't think we've seen that before actually. I'm gonna go ahead and group together all Lion King related things right now because I've already seen Nala and here's Mufasa and Simba's technically in the description, so any and all Lion King, sure, why not? I don't care. I don't think Dr. Dre has a damn thing to do with Luxray, but I do think if you wanted to use Dr. Dre as a nickname, that's fine. I think you could take it in a couple different directions, like you could do maybe Exploud as like a reference to his headphones or music or any sort of singing Pokemon since we found out there's a bunch of those. Or, which I think is the funnier option, if you wanted to give it to Chansey because healing. I'll go ahead and acknowledge Sparks. I think we talked about this for like, I want to say Yanmega, but I'm not sure if it was that or something else. Regardless, if you wanted to take the Sparks thing from instead being, I mean, it's going to be a Spyro reference regardless because of how you spell it. But if you want to take it as in like also being electrical, that's an idea too. Tesla. We've seen it 1,000 times before. I've been thinking on what I want to do when I'm eventually cover all Pokemon, and I might do compilations. And I think I might do something with generic electric type nicknames and have just a highlight reel of how many times I've had to say Tesla in these fucking videos. Lux Luthor I have written down as I saw it in a previous thread, figured it was at least worth acknowledging and sadly probably the best thing we've seen so far. Livewire, I can get behind that. We've seen this mostly for Electivire, probably because it rhymes or something. But I don't know, I like it. I also like the song by Motley Crue. I actually kind of like this one. Because you remember when I was talking about like making up my own stupid little fan-made Portuguese names? That's a cool idea. Leome. I actually think I like it better than the official name. I'm processing how I feel about T'Challa as a name because on one hand, Black Panther. On the other hand, it's not a Black Panther. I guess it just caught me off guard because I wasn't expecting to see it. Also, why the fuck isn't there a Black Panther Pokemon yet, Game Freak? Stop recycling the same shit and use these untapped ideas! Fun Dip. Okay, I like Fun Dip. Has fuck all to do with Luxray, but you know what? I like food-based nicknames. When was the last time you had yourself some Fun Dip? Probably don't. That shit's just pure sugar. It can't be good for you. Okay, another compilation video I've thought of doing is every single time we talk about the Tumblr idiot. But it's been pointed out to my attention. That might be a very long video. Let me know if you guys want to see it when we're done, and maybe I'll make it happen. Anyway, Bioshock is good. We've seen this before. I don't really have anything extra to say about it. Statics is bad. Shazam, I don't know how I feel about Shazam. I mean, firstly, he kind of ignored the fact that there's a character named Shazam, who I believe has a lightning bolt as his symbol. So, I don't really have a problem with it. Wild Charge is a move that breaks the rule. Thunders, those are moves that breaks the rule. Bolt, that's a Disney film, right? And it's about a dog. Luxray is a cat. But I feel like that's what he was trying to go for, without giving credit, because that's what he does. Sparky is fucking dumb, and then Light Vision is actually kind of clever. I could believe he thought that one up. I just don't know if I like it as either a nickname or as a Luxray nickname. But I like the idea of playing off of night vision with light vision. I just think that's kind of clever sounding. Like, my first thought is like Umbreon because it glows. But at the same time, I'm like, nah. So I don't know. Oh yeah, there you go. See, I forgot the dude's name if I'm honest. I keep seeing like I think it's Voltaire or something like that. I'm like, isn't that the guy from the gym? And I was pretty sure it wasn't, so I didn't bother saying anything. But naming it after his signature trainer, that's totally fine. Voltaire is just some philosopher dude, that's what everyone kept explaining it as. Alright, so we've reached the bottom, and I'm not gonna lie to you, there has not been a shortage of nicknames to cover. Like, I've seen a lot, but also 90% of them are absolutely awful and, like, basically sound like they were written by 10-year-olds. And then the other, I'm gonna say 9% of them are just Lion King references. Like, you have two pools. You got one people who are busy shouting Lion King, and then the larger majority who are just making up random words that just sound cool. So, the ones that I thought were worth mentioning, Lux Luther, which, I mean, that's okay, like 6 out of 10. Leome, which I actually really do like. I think that one's very clever. And then I expected to see this, but I didn't. I saw it in previous sites as well. Luxor, which I mean, that's basic as fuck too, but I thought of the casino in Vegas, which, I mean, yeah, that's a very obvious connection. I don't know if the guy who wrote that thought of that, but I was like, yeah, that's basically as close as you're gonna get if you ever wanted to use Luxor as a name. Like, there you go, like, that's it. It's up to you if you feel like digging through this yourself to see if there's maybe something that I didn't talk about that appeals to you, but I'm just gonna let you know right now, it's gonna be at least 30 minutes of you looking through all this horse shit. I didn't really think there was anything special going on. Again, Leome is honestly my favorite out of all of them, but I don't really have a personal choice or a huge favorite or any that I'm in love with. So whatever ideas or suggestions you have, feel free to put in the comments below. Give a thumbs up to the ones that you think are good, and maybe we can expand the nicknaming potential of Luxray from being Lion King and nicknames came up by 10-year-olds to maybe something actually worth a damn.